Hey, welcome back. So today what we're going to do is look at the Churchill VII, which is a heavy tank, British, and it is at tier 6. And the reason I'm looking at this, we get a lot of reports about people thinking it's hard to drive and all that sort of stuff. I love the tank. The gun I'm running is the 77mm Mark II. Punches out decent damage. But the best thing about the Churchill is its brutal armor. 150 mils of armor in the front is a great thing. I run those equipment on it. I run the gun rammer, of course, and also improved modules, optics, and last but not least, engine accelerator, because you do need that. One thing the tank struggles with is being a bit slow. But you know what they say, slow and steady wins the race. Although slow tanks aren't great for supremacy matches. Oh, wouldn't you think that that's the case? So, bit of a Captain Obvious there. But what we're doing here is we are wanting to be right in the thick of the action. And you're going to see me do something that a lot of people who have got a bit of experience in the game do a lot in tanks like this, which is side scrape off the building. Now, side scraping is a very, it's a bit of an acquired art. It takes a little bit of getting used to. It's not an easy way of using the tank, but it is effective. Look at that, bounce number 1. And you can see I'm just side scraping off and putting shots in. He got me there, would have been flush on the face of the turret, which I can't do a lot about. And you can see the rate of fire, which is 12.79 because I've got improved gun rammer on it. And it just allows me to just absolutely pump the damage out. And this little Cromwell here, he's done a good job, but he was in the wrong spot at the wrong time and completely ruined his day. So at this point in time, I'm actually now holding quite a few tanks here at A while the rest of the team is down the back. And I do have a little bit of support here, but largely they're all focused on me and trying to do damage to me, which is fine. That's what the Cromwell's for. The Churchill is for. So I'm just side scraping off. I'm bouncing shots. I'm putting shots in where I can. And I just want another bounce. 230 damage that would have been had it not bounced. And I just got tracked there. There's not much I can do. Pulling back and forth. So side scraping, you want to angle. And look at this, just destroy the KV2 on a reload. And he didn't even have time to turn around and look at me. So by the time our team got onto the back of us, I was able to hold that whole line there based on side scraping. And you can see that shot there, the last one, 3 kills. And we held the line. We prevented them from moving out of the ACAP. Killed 3 tanks. We did a great job in terms of the team. Top scored the whole bit. So it was a 7-0 whitewash, which I don't really like in the game, to be honest, but it's happening a lot these days. Now this game, different strategy. It's not supremacy. It's just a straight out, just kill them, knock them dead, do whatever you want to do, go your hardest. And, you would think in a tank like this, how are you going to work the system? Now, that's what you got to be thinking of the whole time. How can I work the system? What is it that this tank's characteristics are good at? And I just showed you one of them, which is side scraping. It doesn't have fantastic gun depression, although it's not bad. So you can't really sneak over the top of this hill. And what most people on this this particular map like to do is get up into the middle section there at the top of the hill. They changed maps a little while ago to try and prevent this from happening, but it still happens, and it's still practically the whole battle happens normally at this crest here, or the precipice, whatever you want to call it. So I'm moving over here to these rocks, looking to try and get a position where I can side scrape and try and dispatch the tank that's up on the top of the hill there. At the same token, I know that there's not too many on their team pushing up, so I'm biding my time. And what most people do with this tank is actually turn around and just drive straight into the middle of the opposition because I think I've got a lot of armor and that's what I can do. You do have armor. I just bounced a full frontal shot from a Stug. Full frontal, that sounds like another kind of video, but I, I do need to refocus here, sorry. So basically drove straight at the Stug. He tried shooting me and it bounced straight off, and it was a really bad result for him. So at the moment, it's a pretty even match. It's 2-all. And I'm just driving around looking for places to get cover, looking for ways of finding the enemy. And if you'll notice, I'm always trying to either angle or point the front of my tank at them. Tracking is a great way of doing two things. Number one, it gives you experience. And number two, it helps with if other team members are there to damage the tank, and you get a little bit of actual points for that too. So it's good for getting things like masteries and first classes and all that. So wherever possible, I'm trying to track them, which stops them, and it allows me, because I'm on a quick reload, to put another couple of bullets into them before they get moving. The other thing they do is it's like a stun mullet. They just sort of sit there and go, oh, gee, not much to do, and practically they don't know how to handle it. So I've looked here and gone, I've got to get the cap. I've actually said to the others, go kill that KV-1S, and I've just thought, I'm going to unlock this cap here and take this guy out, and I've got still practically full health, and that's pretty advantageous in this tank. So little M4, and he's just sitting there on the cap trying to hope no one comes and sees him, but we're going to ruin his day. I missed that shot there. That was my fault, not the tank's, and again, bounced that shot from him, which is so, you just think about it, it's just such a advantage to be able to bounce shots like that and keep the kind of hit points I've got left. Ordinary man would have sat on that cap and gone, I'm going to cap this out and win the game, considering we're down to 3-on-1. And KV-1S is a very capable heavy tank, but no, we are going in for the kill, and we don't want to leave it any chance. We've got plenty of hit points, and I'm fairly certain we can take this guy out. So moving along at a snail's pace, we will get there. And the guys on our team have done a good job. They've not rushed in, they've waited, and they're trying to play the percentage, which is sooner or later, this guy's going to pop up somewhere, and one of us is going to pop him. And I'm hoping it's going to be me. All three of us move up at the same time, which is good. And out of that, we try and get the shot in, but we can't. And again, by this time of the game, I thought it's all over Red Rover. These guys are going to do the job. But no, KV-1S dispatches with our Cheetu. So I just, good job KV-1S. I actually praised him because he's doing a really good job of, trying to survive. He's killed 3 tanks on his own. He's got low hit points. Hats off to a player who can do that, but look at that gun on the Churchill 7. So that's how I play the tank. Don't just drive straight out in the middle of the enemy. Try and be a bit smart about it and use your rate of fire and your hit points. There's a Radley there. 5 kills in a match, which is fantastic. And I hope you enjoyed the video on the Churchill 7. It's really a good line. And even the Black Prince, the next one up, is a great tank too. So don't discount them, guys. It really is a really good line to play, and heaps of fun. Heaps of fun. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and thanks for the support. See you out and about.